like that guy.
Oh, hey, we're live.
Hi.
Oh, hey everybody, how you doing? Ted Rubin here with my buddy and business partner, John Andrews.
How are you?
John and I have been hanging out, working, talking a lot about retail for, I don't know, 6-7 years now at least.
At least.
Probably longer. You know, when I was at Elf's Cosmetics, John started Collective Bias. I got involved with him from the beginning. We were working with consumers along the path to purchase, creating content. And you know, look, we're consumers ourselves, and that's why we think we really get this stuff. We're practitioners, not just of the marketing, the content, the discussion, conversation side, and figuring out what's happening on the path to purchase, but we're actually doing it ourselves, and most of what we write about are our own experiences. So we're here to talk about what we're calling retail relevancy. And we have a book that we're going to be crowdsourcing. John is taking the lead on that. It was his idea. And I want him to give you a little clue about it. But before, and you know what's great about being live is like we can stand up, we can mess up, we just got to keep going. But I want to talk for a minute about Robert Moore with Roker Media, who's hosting us here, creating these videos, and is the buddy of mine who, after, what was it, 2 or 3 martinis, Robert, we came up and said, hey, why don't we take this from Snapchat, where we've been doing a lot of these discussions and having fun, to here. So John, loosen up a little bit, man. We're live, man.
Good.
Okay,
Good.
and why don't you tell us a little bit about retail relevancy?
Yeah, so, you know, look, I'm a retail geek. I love retail. I love going in a store. I love looking at displays and seeing what people are trying to tell you, discovering new stuff, you know. One of the great things about shopping at Walmart, you know, I was at Walmart for years, and one of the great things about shopping there is discovery. Right. You find things, you're like, oh my gosh, there's a $6 toaster, you know, and it's kind of exciting. So
all the crap they try to sell your kids on the way out.
Yeah, but that's
right.
part of the science, right?
Exactly.
You know, there's a reason that there's S paths and snake paths to check out, like at Best Buy. Right. You go buy all that stuff. That's high margin stuff. That's why Apple wants you to buy new cords, you know?
Don't forget the people over there.
So
I just want to make sure.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
So you think about today, and you can buy things from your phone, from your watch. I order products now from my Alexa using my voice. You know, I was out of peanut butter or something the other day, and I said, hey, Alexa, order peanut butter.
I like peanut butter.
I love peanut butter. I don't know if you know, but yeah, I order a product with my voice. A couple days later, peanut butter shows up in my house.
And when we were together at my house, what were we doing? Like getting rid of a lot of shit because I'm downsizing, moving to Florida.
Yep.
But all of a sudden, we're seeing people talk about, what was it, this whole thing with how do you shop? You know, people wanting to buy in carts. I think it had something to do with Walmart and Jet, and this whole thing with Jet putting carts together. And I don't know about you, but I buy shit when I want.
Well, the whole time, it was amazing. It was the whole time we were there, Amazon boxes kept showing up at your house with one item in it. And then I'm like, Ted, you ordered one. Wait, you ordered one item, and you're like, I need one thing. I didn't need a basket of stuff. I need a basket of stuff. I'd go to the store.
I needed sunglasses.
I needed sunglasses.
Right.
So I got those.
So I ordered my sunglasses.
So what's going on now is interesting. You know, you hear a lot of people talk about retail today, and they'll say, well, you know, only 10% of retail is e-com. Okay.
That's a lot of freaking e-com.
That's a big no. Walmart, you think of all Walmart sales in the United States, Walmart is about 8% of U.S. retail.
Right.
So total e-com is already bigger than Walmart.
Right. And what big part of that is Amazon on top of that?
A lot of it's Amazon, but regardless of who it is, the consumer is saying, look, I don't necessarily want to go to a store anymore. Right. Maybe I'll order my stuff ahead. Maybe I'll have it delivered, right? And you got so many companies, from Uber to Apple to Google to your local florist, thinking about, well, gosh, I'm going to bring some flowers to your house. Maybe I'll stop by and pick up something on the way by. The ability to unlock the way stuff gets to you versus you going to get it is just mind-blowing today.
And then the other side of that is how we unlock how we're experiencing merchandise, or how we're finding it, whether it's digitally via all our platforms, social platforms, websites, mobile, all that kind of stuff, or something like the Samsung 837 downtown, where you can't buy anything. It's just a matter of going in and experiencing their products, and also going in there knowing that no one's standing on top of you trying to sell you something.
It's just, let me see this stuff, and at some point along that path, I may buy this.
Right.
I may buy this. And it's amazing to think about that today when you think about, I saw an amazing stat the other day. Amazon now has more consumer electronic product searches than Google.
You know, and I've been seeing this happening for a long time, because I don't know about you, and I know a majority of people I speak to, when I want to buy a retail product, when I'm not researching information, but I'm researching a product, I go to Amazon first, and I search there. And that led me to start learning over the last few years how much Amazon earns just selling advertising, because of those searches, the same way Google does. I think Amazon...
It's over $1 billion.
I think it's closer to $2 billion right now. And they are becoming the #1 search engine for retail. They're not there yet, but they're getting there.
Because where does your brain go? It's like, I'm now in, I've heard about this new product, right? So I've heard about a new phone or these new headphones from, wireless headphones or VR gear, whatever it is. Where do you normally go to find information about stuff? I go to Google. But if it's product, if Amazon is owning that mind space about, hey, for products, you go to Amazon because they've got all the content, they've got reviews, they've got content, they've got...
And just talk about content for a second. Look at this amazing job they're doing creating content. I mean, you both of us know Fred Neal.
Yep.
And Fred Neal's doing an amazing job at Amazon, creating a huge amount of content, because that's how we're buying products these days. I mean, look, there's two things. There's digital, there's in-store, what's the path to purchase? And one of the things we've spoken about a lot is it's not just the path to purchase, it's the path to purpose. Meaning, what are you trying to accomplish when you're trying to get in and out of a store or in and out of an online retailer? Or do I want something delivered right now, right when I want it? Or am I willing to save money by waiting until I can combine it in a cart? I mean, I just think all these things are making us think a lot more about how people are buying things.
Well, think about your life. Okay, so you travel all over the world, you speak. Some people come listen to you for some reason.
Not
too
many, if they're paid to.
I'm there, and I tweet when I'm with you.
Buddy?
I got you. So
I just want to, dude, seriously, thank you.
You're welcome. Always got you. But you're busy. You got stuff to do. The last thing you want to do when you come home from your travels and you're unpacking your bag and doing your laundry, getting ready for your next travel, is head off to the grocery store or think about like the part you need for your washer or whatever it is.
And not only that, I'm thinking of shit while I'm away. I mean, just like you are when you're in the car, or we're even at our kids' recital, and we think, oh man, I forgot to order that face cream. You can go right on in a second.
Hey Alexa, send me face cream.
There you go.
Right? I mean, it literally, and that shit's your house.
You know, if you remember, I was driving up to my niece's wedding a few weeks ago.
Right.
And I'm stuck in terrible traffic, and all I'm thinking about is when is Starbucks going to be able to deliver me coffee in a drone? I got my skylight, I got it open, I want coffee, I don't want to pull off the road and lose my precious spot in the highway line of traffic.
On I-95?
You know, but I'm saying it as a joke, but I have to tell you that a few people jumped in and they're like, seriously?
Like why not?
Why is that not going to happen?
Why not?
So, I think this is a huge challenge for the whole retail industry, where this has gone. We're seeing consolidation. What is the one you just told me about today?
So Bass Pro bought Cabela's today.
Right.
And it makes sense, right? The industry is consolidating. More people are buying stuff online. When I order, I'm an outdoor guy. I like to go out and hike and do different things. When I order gear, where do I go? I go to Google. And I look at gear. I just bought some hiking poles this way.
Right.
Those hiking poles came from REI ultimately, but Google was the shelf.
So and I love that. And know what I love about the outdoor business is what incredible opportunities to create content. Listen, everybody in the audience, if you're watching here, we'd love you to jump in with some of your great e-commerce experiences, or even just regular retail, but things that have happened with you that you've enjoyed, that you've liked. It can even be that you were just at a Samsung 837 and experiencing it, or by the way, Cadillac even is now doing that with some of their showrooms, where you don't have to worry about going in and having that, like car salesman guy. So the car salesman guy, with the tie up and the thing like this, and he comes over and he goes, what can I have to do to put you in the car today? That doesn't have to happen there. They just want people.
Clear coat.
Clear coat?
I need the clear coat.
Right, the clear coat.
I need the clear
if I throw in the clear coat,
clear
you take
coat,
the
I'll
car.
buy it today. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I hate freaking buying a car. So now they're trying to change that experience.
So Tesla pre-sold over 400,000 of a model they're not even producing yet. Think about that.
Yeah.
So the largest selling car in America, Toyota Camry, Honda Accord, goes back and forth between those two cars. Tesla sold almost as many units as those guys sold. Leading car, pre-sale, people put down $1,000. they have no dealerships.
I want to know, and by the way, this is to me where it's all going as far as there's going to be, just like with the Uber coming in and Airbnb and the regulations and the people that are lobbying to keep these people out, eventually that's going to fall away. But by the way, when Tesla comes out with the little two-seater convertible that can be pre-ordered, being that I'm moving to Florida and I'm kind of, doing those kind of things, I'm ready. Because I'm not getting a Tesla with the 4 doors and the big hood. And
you brought up the thing, you and I have talked a lot about Jet and whether that's a good idea or bad idea for Walmart.
Pound fail. Pound fail.
But we'll see, right? We'll see. Might give the brand a different dimension. They might do some different stuff with it. They've got some proprietary technology. Regardless, the better dollars that Walmart probably spent in the last year was the $3 billion it invested in its people. Right. Because look, if you're going to go to the store today, you better have a good experience.
Right. And by the way, it's not just people in the store; it's people digitally. It's the ability to let employees interact and engage with people. Now, my buddy David Kutcher, I think, jumped in and talked about an experience at IKEA. But David was also talking to me recently about a horrible experience his wife had with ASICS, where she bought a pair of sneakers. She's been a dedicated customer for years. They fell apart. I might be getting the story not 100% correct, but she reached out to them and she basically got a robotic answer. Like, here, send in your complaint to XXX. Now, how about investing the same way that Walmart is investing in the people in the store, investing in the rest of your employees, empowering your employees to engage, to write a human thing saying, oh my God, I'm so sorry, that really sucks. How bad is it when your sneakers fall apart, especially if you're a yoga or Pilates instructor? What can we do to make that better? And that doesn't mean you're going to give away the ship. It means you're showing people that you're actually saying, I talk about this all the freaking time and it's getting me crazy, is that what's happening with all these online tools is they're trying to automate everything and make it robotic. People don't want robotic. They want empathy. They want someone to just be a human. Half the time, all they care about is somebody listening. And I'll guarantee you, if somebody had reached back to David's wife and said, listen, I really feel for you, and I've had that happen to me. I don't know if there's anything I can do right now, but let me just take a look. Yeah. She would have felt 100% better than the fact that now they probably lost a customer for life.
Well, and imagine what happens in that situation too, is you've solved. Yeah, you need a moment. You need a moment.
I'm okay.
You need me to call somebody?
No, it's okay.
Okay, you good?
I love
okay.
you. I love you.
So I love that. So imagine what happens though, the difference, because David's now told you that story.
Right.
Right? You've told some people.
Of course.
He's told some people. His wife has told some people. What would have happened? Simply somebody said, gosh, hey, sorry about that. Why don't I send you a new pair of shoes? You drop those shoes in a box and send them back to me.
Right.
My wife is famously skeptical of the internet, right? Because she's like, well, if I order a product, can I return it?
You think that has something to do with you and me and all the stuff we do?
But she wants to avoid buyer's remorse worse than anything. So we were doing a little project in her backyard and put in a little deck and stuff, and she ordered a
John.
Short of fan.
Look at the people.
And the fan, when we finally got it installed, thanks. The fan we finally got installed didn't work. Right. Had a little warp. So we had ordered that from Amazon. She said, we're not going to be able to return this or whatever. So I said, email them. So he emailed them, and they said, oh, no problem. They sent us a new one. Said, hey, take the old one, put it in the box. We'll have a label in it. Send it back to us.
And they send someone to pick it up.
But problem solved. She's never, ever going to think, oh my gosh, I got to go to Lowe's or Home Depot now, because she has no trepidation about that order.
There are ways to put these things in place. Amazon is a huge company. They got billions of dollars to put into this. But even small retailers, it's a part about being human.
Small retailers have an advantage.
No, because then they've got
your name.
Right, and they've got real people.
Right.
But what you have to do is, what happens is people have rules, and the employees are so afraid to break around the rules.
Right.
Like, well, we don't do that, or that's not the way it's done. Or there's an efficiency expert looking about, they can answer X amount of queries this fast if they don't say anything other than what's pre-written. And then what you're doing is you're losing the people, because all they want to know is that you actually care. I mean, this is what I'm saying. I truly believe this, and I've seen it. I saw it happen at Elf Cosmetics every day. We told the world. We always gave everybody a complete new order if anything was damaged in their order, because the average order was 16 pieces, and it was too much money for us to even bring it back. So we'd send them a whole new order.
Solve the problem.
But I started telling people about that on social. This is way back in 2009. Ownership went crazy. Oh my God, everyone's going to tell us that their orders came down.
Right.
Our complaints about damaged orders went up 0.0001%. But what went up like crazy was people screaming out to the world, oh my God, Elf gives us something brand new. If just one item's broken, and look what I got, and they told me just to give it to charity or to give it to my neighbors or to give it to somebody else. You know, it really is about connecting with people. I like to say that commerce, and please, John, jump in if you disagree with me, has come full circle. Back, we used to go to our neighborhood vendor, our neighborhood grocer.
We went to the butcher.
Right, we went to the guy.
The butcher knew your mom.
And he knew what your
liked
dad
to save the ham bone for her stew.
Right. Or to just chomp on it, like my ex-mother-in-law, who used to like gnaw off all the meat while she was still in bed. I mean, we shouldn't really go there. Okay, stop me, John, stop me. I'm gonna keep going. But the point is, these people knew you. They recommended things to you. They knew if you didn't like it that they'd be back. They made things that were relevant. And then we all got anonymous. It was miraculous. Women could go shopping in hair curlers. Remember those days? Oh my God, because they thought nobody would know them there. But now all of a sudden they know that everybody knows everything about them. They did before, but they didn't realize it. So now it's okay. I'll give you all my information if you make my life easier, if you make my trip through the store better, if you recommend products that my family will actually like, and if they don't like them, take them back.
We were just having this conversation about privacy with Robert. We were talking about Alexa, and I'm pretty convinced that Alexa is listening to me all the time. Well, by the way, it is.
They are.
It is.
You know, Apple knows everything.
But I think Alexa is processing, you know, when I talk about, hey, we're out of peanut butter, and all of a sudden then a peanut butter retargeting ad shows up on my, I mean, it's a little creepy, although, you know, as Robert and I were talking about, if that solves my problem and you're making it easy for me, send me peanut butter, man. I'm in. Let's do it.
You know, if it makes your life better, if it's relevant. Look, I happen to think that Facebook does the best job online of targeting me with relevant ads. I'm going hiking, all of a sudden ads of hiking boots start showing up on my feed. And I will actually click on those ads. You know, people say, who clicks on those ads? People do. I mean, that's why people keep doing it. But they do them because it's relevant, it's contextual, it makes sense, and it's not just something randomly sent in your feed. But more importantly, the ad it's the handshake, it's the door opener.
Sorry, I left you hanging, brother. Yeah.
I love this guy.
The relevancy piece. You're very lovely on this show.
No, I am very lovely. I'm very lovely in general.
Yeah, you are.
We are sharing a room tonight. Right?
We are. We are.
Yeah.
2 beds.
Yeah, 2 beds.
So the interesting thing about that functionality of that Facebook ad is Facebook is also looking at your network and saying, gosh, I wonder which of Ted's other friends are into hiking too.
Right.
Because Ted clicked that ad. So friends of friends, you probably, if you're into hiking, you probably have friends that are into hiking too. Yeah, you know, because.
Well, here's what I've got to say right now, John. I think this has been awesome. And I think we got to do this more regularly. What do you say? What does everybody out there say? Let us know what you think. We want to have these conversations on a regular basis. We really enjoy being here. But right now, I just think that, is it cocktail time yet? Oh, no,
here comes the jamming music.
Oh, the jamming music is coming, which means that
I think we should dance this out.
I think we're out, so let's come on. Wait, get down, baby. Come on, come on.
That looked really weird.
Thank you, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you again soon.